Alright, welcome everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025, or no, 2024 Leaf Vivid Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks, and let you know when we go live and if we're live. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Will football be the next break? It will. Brady Montgomery, 5 of 10. Ivan Rodriguez, 3 of 6. Wellington Hadeda, 2 of 5. Jeremy Rodriguez, 1 of 5. Cam Campanini, 1 of 3. Brady Montgomery, 3 of 8. And Jesus Mate, 5 of 6. Josue DePaula, 4 of 5. Leo DeVries, 1 of 3. Noah Schultz, 4 of 5. Brady Ebel, 4 of 8. Ava Arquette, 2 of 7. Jefferson Rojas, 1 of 8. And Christian Campbell, 4 of 8. Mark McGuire, 4 of 8. Brendan Summerhill, 5 of 8. Lazaro Montez, 5 of 10. Jordan Beck, 2 of 7. Eshedri Vargas, 6 of 9. Logan Evans, 4 of 8. And Caleb Presley, Jersey Jerry, dual auto. That is going to Caleb Presley because we cannot list Jersey Jerry, 8 of 10. Congratulations for the hit. Jason Churiel, 3 of 6. Kalen Culpepper, 1 of 1. Malcolm Moore, 7 of 7. Shrink Caraway, 4 of 6. Nick Kurtz, 1 of 4. Dean Moss, 1 of 10. And Paul Skeens, boom, 1 of 6. Hagen Smith, 3 of 8. George Brett, 9 of 10. Brady House, 6 of 10. Cam Kojal, 5 of 7. Carson Bench, 3 of 10. Juan Nunez, 1 of 9. And Emmanuel Rodriguez, 2 of 4. Steve Monster Millum, 1 of 1. Rentaro Sasaki, 3 of 9. Jose Canseco, 1 of 1. Griffin Burkholder, 4 of 7. Santiago Suarez, 2 of 4. Rhett Lauder, 4 of 7. And Bryce Rayner, 2 of 2. Box number 7, Ryan Sandberg, 7/7. Paul Skeens, 8/10. Alfredo Sena, 3/4. Eduardo Tate, 8/8. Jake Bloss, 1/6. Braylon Dowdy, 3/9. And triple auto, John Kruk, Lenny Dykstra, and Scott Rowland, 6/10. That one will be going to random.org here at the end of the break. Luke Dickerson, 4/8. Carter Johnson, 9/9. Devin Taylor, 4/8. Vaheba Aloy, 1/7. Steve Monster Millum, 3/10. Kobe Mayo, 4/10. And 1/1, Mark McGuire. Boom. Liam Peterson, 2/2. Drew Burris, 1/3. Zebby Matthews, 3/4. Ben Hess, 5/7. Brendan Summerhill, 6/10. Ryan Waldschmidt, 2/10. And Leo DeVries, 2/3. And on to the final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. George Lombard Jr., 6/10. Zebby Matthews, 8/8. Caleb Boner, 3/7. Gary Gilhill, 2/10. Quinn Young, 4/9. Wyatt Sanford, 5/10. And Jace Laviolette, close us out, 4/5. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, really do appreciate it. Look forward to having you guys back here sometime soon. All right. For the hits, Brandon Montgomery, Ivan Rodriguez, Wellington Hadeda, Jeremy Rodriguez, Cam Caminiti, Brandon Montgomery, Jesus Made, Josue DePaula, Leo DeVries, Noah Schultz, Brady Ebel, Ava Arquette, Jefferson Rojas, Christian Campbell, Mark McGuire, Brandon Summerhill, Lazaro Montez, Jordan Beck, Eshedri Vargas, Logan Evans, Caleb Presley, Jason Cheerio, Caitlin Culpepper, Malcolm Moore, Trent Caraway, Nick Kurtz, Dean Moss, Paul Skeens, Hagen Smith, George Brett, Brady House, Cam Kojal, Carson Benj, Juan Nunez, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Steve Monster Millum, Rentaro Sasaki, Jose Canseco, Griffin Burkholder, Santiago Suarez, Rhett Lauder, Bryce Rayner, Ryan Sandberg, Paul Skeens, Alfredo Sena, Eduardo Tate, Jake Bloss, Braylon Dowdy, Luke Dickerson, Carter Johnson, Devin Taylor, Vaheba Aloy, Steve Monster Millum, Kobe Mayo, Mark McGuire, Liam Peterson, Drew Burris, Zebby Matthews, Ben Hess, Brandon Summerhill, Ryan Waldschmidt, Leo DeVries, George Lombard Jr., Zebby Matthews, Caleb Boner, Gary Gilhill, Quentin Young, Wyatt Sanford, and Jace Laviolette. And going to random.org real quick, triple auto of John Kruk, Lenny Dykstra, and Scott Rowland. All right, that is it for baseball. Thank you guys again for being here on a Friday morning. Hope you have a great weekend up ahead of you. And up next is 2025 Leaf Metal Football. And we're going to head over to random.org real quick and get this guy knocked out. See who he's going home with. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Going to be through your high to be valid for us. We're going to go 6 times on the random. Good luck, everybody. Well, the 3 of you, really. That is 5 times. 2 plus 4 is 6. Final roll. That is Lenny Dykstra coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, we are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Football here in just a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. Get you guys back here shortly. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm Beebs. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Football to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. Also need to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Alright. As you can see, this is definitely football. Box number 1, Men I Am Aliva, 40 of 49. Brett Favre, 4 of 25. Blake Shapen, 8 of 10. Jaden Bow, 1 of 10. Andrew Armstrong, 5 of 12. Achilles Smith Jr., 4 of 8. And 1 of 1. Sam Levitt. Boom. That's a good way to start. I like that. Miller Moss out of 149. Keelan Allen out of 149. Garrett Green, 1 of 1. Draft bound. Tremel Jones Jr., 14 of 15. Aaron Anderson, 3 of 5. Frank Gore, pedal to the metal, 2 of 10. And Ryan Wingo, 6 of 7. Ryan Wingo, no relation to Trey Wingo, surprisingly. Quinshon Judkins out of 149. Mark Granoski, 33 of 49. Noah Fafita, 1 of 10. Hank Brown, 1 of 2. Camario Taylor, 1 of 2. Jabre Barber, 5 of 5. And Brady Hart, 5 of 5. Bryce Underwood, 18 of 149. Hines Ward out of 149. Zion Chris, 2 of 4. Ryan Rakowski, 15 of 15. Jeray Tank Hawkins, 2 of 2. Elijah Surratt, 7 of 7. And Caden Salter Juju Lewis, dual auto, 4 of 8. Headed to random.org here at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that. Box number 5. Tez Johnson out of 149. Xavier Restrepo out of 149. Jabari Brady, 2 of 8. TJ Lateef, 8 of 12. Jabari Mack, 10 of 15. Peyton Thorne, 8 of 15. And Jeremiah Love, 6 of 15. Caden Salter out of 149. Andy Reid out of 149. Dylan Sampson, 5 of 12. Phil Maffa, 9 of 15. Joe Montana, 1 of 8. Marcel Reed, 6 of 15. And Deuce Knight, 12 of 20. Nice. Jake Retzlaff, 6 of 10. Nico Iamaliva, 16 of 49. Daniel Jackson, 8 of 15. Rashad Amos, 3 of 5. Jordan Tyson, 6 of 10. Austin Simmons, 3 of 3. And DJ Lagway, 25 of 25. Box number 8, 1 of 1, Calvin Russell. 1 of 1, Jalen Henderson, printing plate. Michael Tollefson, 1 of 1. Darian Coleman, 11 of 15. Kendrick Law, 7 of 15. Deshaun Riddell, 1 of 1. And Gunnar Stockton, 3 of 20. Box number 9. Darian Mensah out of 149. Tyron Tracy Jr. out of 49. Elijah Olkey, 9 of 15. Antoine Hill Jr., 3 of 5. Malik Washington, 5 of 8. Landon Holly, 2 of 10. And Cam Ward, 1 of 10. Boom. Troy Polamalu, 5 of 25. Elijah Brown out of 149. Caden Salter, 1 of 10. Urian Dickey, 1 of 1. Jordan Davison, 11 of 12. Braylon Russell, 1 of 1. And triple auto, Elijah Haven, Brady Evans, and Malachi Ziegler, 1 of 4. Box number 11, Justin Tucker, out of 149. Devon Dampier, 20 of 49. Justin Thurman, 2 of 5. Jerome Miles, 13 of 15. Javian Thomas, 3 of 4. Graham Mertz, 1 of 1. And Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, and Jared Curtis, 8 of 10, triple auto. Boom. And finally, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. Ethan Kaliakmanis, 43 of 49. Luke Altmaier out of 149. KC Conception, 1 of 1. Nick Carver, 9 of 10. Tate Reynolds, 5 of 12. DeQuan Fenn, 4 of 5. And Matthew Golden, 3 of 8 to close us out. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate it. Go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second. Then we're going to head to random.org for the multis. Alright, for the hits. Madden 9 Maliba, Brett Favre, Blake Shapen, Jaden Bow, Andrew Armstrong, Achilles Smith Jr., Sam Levitt, Miller Moss, Keenan Allen, Garrett Green, Trammell Jones Jr., Aaron Anderson, Frank Gore, Ryan Wingo, Quinshon Judkins, Mark Gronowski, Noah Fafita, Hank Brown, Camario Taylor, Jabari Barber, Brady Hart, Bryce Underwood, Hines Ward, Zion Chris, Ryan Rakowski, Jeray Tank Hawkins, Elijah Surratt, Taz Johnson, Xavier Restrepo, Jabari Brady, TJ Lateef, Jabari Mack, Peyton Thorne, Jeremiah Love, Caden Salter, Andy Reid, Dylan Sampson, Phil Mava, Joe Montana, Marcel Reed, Deuce Knight, Jake Retzlaff, Nico Iamaliva, Daniel Jackson, Rashawn Amos, Jordan Tyson, Austin Simmons, DJ Lagway, Calvin Russell, Jalen Henderson, Michael Tollefson, Deron Coleman, Kendrick Law, Deshaun Rudeau, Gunnar Stockton, Darren Mensa, Tyron Tracy Jr., Elijah Olkey, Antoine Hill Jr., Malik Washington, Landon Holly, Cameron Ward, Troy Polamalu, Elijah Brown, Caden Salter, Urian Dickey, Jordan Davison, Braylon Russell, Justin Tucker, Devon Dampierre, Justin Thurman, Jeremy Miles, Javian Thomas, Graham Mertz, Ethan Kalekmanis, Luke Altmaier, Casey Conception, Nick Harbor, Tate Reynolds, Daquan Fenn, Matthew Golden. And headed to random.org, dual auto of Caden Salter and Juju Lewis, Elijah Haven, Brady Evans, and Malachi Ziegler, triple auto, and Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, and Jared Curtis, triple auto. Alright, that will do it for football. Thank you guys so much for being here, being part of the break as always. Coming up next, we do have, I want to say it's Pop, but I can't remember. Something's coming up next, and we've got Multisport at the top of the hour. Look forward to having you guys in for whatever's next. It'll be a surprise for all of us. And we're going to head to random.org real quick and get these knocked out and to their proper homes. Catch you guys back here in a few seconds. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice, get the theory high to be valid for us. We're going to go 7 times on each random, starting off with the dual auto of Caden Salter and Juju Lewis. That is 6 times. Final roll. That is Juju Lewis coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is Elijah Haven, Brady Evans, and Malachi Ziegler, triple auto. That is 6 times. Final roll. Malachi Ziegler coming out on top. Congratulations. And finally, Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, and Jared Curtis, triple auto. That is 6 times. Final roll. Ryder Lyons staying on top. Congratulations. All right, that will do it for football, everybody. Thank you guys again. We have a wonderful weekend up ahead of you and look forward to having you guys back in here sometime soon. We've got more of this and 2025 Pro Set on the horizon, so plenty of football coming up. And we are on to 2024 Leaf Electrum Multisport here in just a second. Going to get that set up and good to go. Get you guys back here in a few. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm Beeb. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Electrum Multisport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram at bmc.collectibles. And save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know if we go live and even live. Also, need to mention no purchase necessary. Full link down in the description. Stay. All right, box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Ozzie Newsome, Magic Johnson. Oh, excuse me. Ozzie Newsome is out of 20. Magic Johnson, 3/9. And Shedeur Sanders, 3/5. Boom. Box number 2. Peyton Hillis, heavy metal, 2 of 20. Dual auto, Robin Yount and Paul Molitor, 6 of 8. That'll be going to a random.org at the end of the breaks. Stay tuned for that. And Anthony Edwards, 2 of 9. Box number 3. Big Poppy. David Ortiz, 2 of 2. Drew Burris, heavy metal, 5 of 8. And Drew Barrymore. Boom. Fame, 1 of 1. That's nice. Mike Singletary, 19 of 20. Jerry West, 5 of 9. And Conor McGregor, 4 of 8. The man is always in some expletive. I don't think he's ever going to fight again in the UFC. Sad. Brian Billick, 18 of 20. Ryan Lochte, 1 of 2. And Paul Skeens, 4 of 5. Boom. Box number 6. Riddick Bowe, 4 of 20. Brian Snitker, 12 of 20. And how about that? Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, 1 of 1 dual auto. Boom. Long live Electrum. Box number 7. Joe Dumars, 1 of 4. George Brett, 2 of 4. And dual auto, Nico Imaliva and Jalen Milroe, 5 of 8. Luis Figo, 12 of 20. Allen Iverson, 2 of 7. And Randy Mouse, 1 of 4. Box number 9. Tatanka, 4 of 7. John Kruk, 20 of 20. And Rafa Nadal. Boom. 2 of 8. And final box to break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Ryan Sandberg, 13 of 20. Jay Novacek, 2 of 5. And Larry Bird, 5 of 6. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate it. Spending a little bit of your Friday morning here with us. Hopefully this kickstarts your weekend pretty well. All right. For the hits, Anthony Edwards, David Ortiz, Drew Burris, Drew Barrymore, 1 of 1, Conor McGregor, Brian Billick, Brian Snitker, George Brett, Allen Iverson, Ozzie Newsome, Magic Johnson, Peyton Hillis, Mike Singletary, Jerry West, Paul Skeens. Out of 5, Joe Dumars, Luis Vigo, John Kruk, Jay Novacek, Larry Bird. Shador Sanders out of 5, Ryan Lochte out of 2, Riddick Bowe, Randy Mouse, Tatanka, Rafa Nadal, Ryan Sandberg. And headed to random.org, we've got 3 duels. Nico Iamaleava and Jalen Milroe out of 8. Robin Yount and Paul Molitor out of 8. And 1 of 1. Dual auto of Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans. Boom. Alright, that's it for Multisport. We have Pop right around the corner at the top of the hour. Let's look forward to having you guys back in here for that. We're going to head to random.org real quick and knock these guys out. We'll be back in a few seconds with that. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Going to be through a high to be valid for us. We're going to go 3 times on each random. Short, sweet, and to the point. Starting off with Nico Iamaleava and Jalen Milroe. That is 2 times. Final row. Nico Iamaleava coming out on top. Congratulations, I guess. Robin Yount and Paul Molitor. That is 2 times. Final row. Paul Molitor coming out on top. And so let's go Molitor. Well, congratulations. And finally, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, 1 of 1. That is 2 times. Final row. Chris Evans taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for us for today for Multisport. Thank you guys again for being here and spending a little bit of your lead into your weekend with us. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And we are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century here at the top of the hour. So catch you guys back here for that in a few. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century to get into. Before we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. Also, you mentioned no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Alright, box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Well, that's interesting. I haven't seen that one before. It's just got a little bit of the shtickum on there. Very well protected. Start off the press proofs, Jennifer Carpenter. And printing plate dual 1 of 1, Ben Stiller and Ethan Hawke. Wesley Urey, 1 of 7. Mike Mylock, 1 of 4. Ashley Eckstein, 3 of 4. And co-stars Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Dana Barron, 1 of 1. Boom. Michael Jackson and Carpenter. Well, you're off to a good start with Carpenter. Let me see if I can. I'm going to put this in a different top loader, because that is not very appealing on the eye. There. That's nice. Oh, we're just going to do this for all of them, huh, Leaf? Okay. That's interesting. Alright, I can dig it. Thankfully I didn't stick too badly. Katie Seagal and Eleni Kazan. Mackenzie Phillips, 4 of 5. Kira Kasarin, 5 of 7. Catherine Bach, 19 of 25. And Chuck Norris, 5 of 5. Well, this one's at least sealed to itself. Sort of. Linda Blair. And Kevin Bacon. 42 Doug. 2 of 10. Ari Lehman. 1 of 4. Jerry Mathers. 2 of 7. And Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Lou Diamond-Phillips, Dermot Mulroney. 1 of 1. Quad auto. Boom. That will also be headed to random.org here in a few minutes. Ha! Finally. All right. Frank Fair and Jillian Anderson. Amanda Bersey, 17 of 25. Matthew Lillard, 6 of 8. Marissa Tomei, 4 of 5. And Megan Fox, 2 of 7. Richard Greco and Dylan McDermott. Printing plate. Thought that felt a little bit heavier. That's why. Corey Taylor, 1 of 4. Tony Orlando, 1 of 7. Drake Bell, 3 of 3. And Amelia Clark, 1 of 4. Boom. Box number 6. Tom Berenger and Johnny Whitaker. Raul D. Lewis, 5 of 8. Joan Collins, 1 of 15. Curtis Armstrong, 1 of 1. And Sarah Michelle Gellar, 376 out of 500. On card inscribed. Are these already sold? They are. We sell these breaks the night before. So if you want to get in on them, you can check like ending now over on our eBay store and be in here tomorrow with some break action. Chris Ashworth and Catherine Narducci. Allison Ware, 8 of 15. Michael Beck, 5 of 7. Kate Flannery, 8 of 20. And Miss Susan Sarandon, 1 of 1. Box number 8. Selma Blair and Mackenzie Phillips. Megan Eugenio, that's overtime Megan, 1 of 15. Mackenzie Phillips, 2 of 3. Bryce Dallas Howard, 4 of 4. And Kevin Bacon, 1 of 1. Box number 9. Chrissy Swanson and Sean Astin. Cody Rigsby, 1 of 3. Vera Farmiga, 2 of 5. Gina Lee Nolan, 3 of 3. And Efren Ramirez, vote for Pedro. 89 out of 150. And final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. After this, we will do a hit recap and then take care of the randoms. Ashley Eckstein and dual press proof, Chris Pine and Zoe Saldana. Kathy Coleman, 5 of 5. Melissa Gorga, 4 of 4. Pearl Mystery Redemption for the Mystery Redemption spot. And Gina Davis, 4 of 7. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate it. We do have more of this, as well as 2024 and 2023 pop either up or going up. So look forward to having you guys in for more of this stuff here in the future. All right. For the hits, Ashley Eckstein, Catherine Bach, Chuck Norris, 42 Doug, Ari Lehman, Jillian Anderson, Frank Fair, Amanda Bearsey, Dylan McDermott, Corey Taylor, Drake Bell, Amelia Clark, Curtis Armstrong, Chris Ashworth, Alicia Ware, Bryce Dallas Howard, Cody Rigsby, Gina Dolan, Efren Ramirez, Ashley Eckstein, Mystery Redemption, and Gina Davis. Jennifer Carpenter, Mike Mylock, Katie Seagal, Laney Kazan, Mackenzie Phillips, Kira Kasarin, Linda Blair, Kevin Bacon, Jerry Mathers, Matthew Lillard, Marissa Tomei, Megan Fox, Johnny Whitaker, Joan Collins, Captain Narducci, Michael Beck, Kate Flannery, Mackenzie Phillips, Megan Eugenio, aka Overtime Megan, Mackenzie Phillips, Kevin Bacon, Chrissy Swanson, Kathy Coleman, Melissa Gorga. Wesley Uri, Richard Greco, Tony Orlando, Tom Berenger, Raldy Lewis, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Susan Sarandon, Silva Blair, Sean Aston, and Vera Farmiga. And going to random.org, we've got two duals, press proofs, and then a triple and a quad auto. The press proofs are Chris Pine and Zoe Saldana, and printing blade for Ben Stiller and Ethan Hawke. Triple auto 1 of 1, Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Dana Barron. And 1 of 1 quad, Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Dermot Mulroney. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Spending a little bit of your Friday morning here with us. Hope you have a great rest of your day and lead into your weekend. Look forward to having you guys back here sometime soon. And we are off to random.org to knock these guys out real quick. We'll be back in a few seconds. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to throw a high to be valid for us. We're going to go 7 times on each random. Starting off with Chris Pine, Zoe Saldana. Press proof. That is 6 times. Final roll. Zoe Saldana staying on top. Congratulations. Next up will be the press proof duel of Ben Stiller and Ethan Hawke. That is 6 times. Final roll. Ben Stiller staying on top. Congratulations. Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and Dana Barron. Triple auto 1 of 1. That is 6 times. Final roll. Dana Barrett coming out on top. Congratulations. And finally, quad auto 1 of 1. Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Dermot Mulroney. That is 6 times. Final roll. And it is Emilio Estevez taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. We look forward to having you guys back in here sometime soon. And until next time, everybody, have a great weekend.